Hey guys, we are working on coins again today, and we're going to do a coin review. So today is going to look a little different than our other lessons, but it's still going to be fun. For today's lesson, our expectations are stay focused on the lesson, find a quiet spot to work, be prepared to use your brain, and listen and follow instructions. The only materials you need today are pencil and paper. So go ahead and pause the video here and go get those materials. The book we are reading today is called Dina's Lucky Penny, and this one's going to be more of a read aloud, and then we'll answer questions after we read it. For our what will it look like and what will I be learning, our agenda is where we're going to start. We're going to review values of coins first, then we are going to listen to our read aloud, and then we're going to pause and answer questions and reflect at the very end. Our standards and outcomes today is I can fluently add and subtract within 100. So I went ahead and put an example paper for you for our pause and think questions. You're going to number your paper, and then you're going to think about the question, and then you will answer the question. So the first thing we're going to do is a value review of our dollar and our cents. So a dollar is the same thing as 100 cents. So $1 is the same as 100 cents. So I went ahead and put two other ways to show a dollar besides using a dollar bill. So we have 4 quarters. If each quarter represents 25 cents, then we count up by 25. So for the first one, we have 25, 50, 75, 100. So this represents $1, 4 quarters. And then I did 10 dimes. So each dime represents 10 cents. So 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 100. So 10 dimes is the same as $1, and 4 quarters is the same as $1. So this is all the same value, but it's just different ways to show it. And we're going to see that a lot in our story today. So on our cent side, we're going to go over the values of our coins one more time before we do our read aloud. So for our cents, we have penny, which is 1 cent. We have our nickel, which is 5 cents. We have a dime, which is 10 cents, and our quarter, which is 25 cents. So the easiest way to tell the quarter, the biggest value, is because it's the biggest in size. The only way that differs is for our dime. Our dime is smaller than our penny, and our nickel was about the same size as the penny, but it is a smaller coin. So don't let that trick you. A dime is still 10 cents. So make sure you're looking at the faces in the back so you know which one is which. Our first pause and think question is write the value for each coin down on your paper. So on your paper, I want you to write a penny, 1 cent, nickel, 5 cents, and so on for all 4 different coins. So go ahead and pause the video here, answer that question, and press play when you're finished. All right, so we are going to move into our read aloud. So the directions say, listen to the video all the way through, pay attention to the coins and their values as Dina collects more money. Think about why she trades out coins, and we will answer questions at the end. So first, you're going to hear me read the story to you. It's a short story. And at the very end, we are going to do other activities that are similar to what Dina is doing in her story. And we will be able to practice all of our values. So the second pause and think question before we start our video is predict why you think Dina's penny is lucky. So our title of our story is Dina's Lucky Penny. So why do you think her penny is lucky? Go ahead and answer that question, and when you're finished, press play. Dina had a problem, a big problem. Her mom's birthday was coming, but Dina didn't have any money to buy a present, not 1 penny. Just then, Dina saw something shiny in the grass, a penny. She picked it up. The penny felt warm in her hand. Wow, she said. What's up, Dina? Called Miss Green from next door. Look what I found, Dina said. Oh, a lucky penny, said Miss Green. Do you know this rhyme, Dina? Find a penny, pick it up. All the day you'll have good luck. How can a penny be lucky? Asked Dina. I'll show you, said Miss Green. She pulled a handful of coins out of her pocket. I'll give you 4 more pennies to go with your penny. How much money do you have now? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 cents, said Dina. That's the same as a nickel. Thanks, Miss Green. Which would you rather have? Asked Miss Green. 5 pennies or a nickel? A nickel, please, said Dina. She traded Miss Green the 5 pennies for a nickel. Hey, Dina, a voice called. It was her brother Sam, pedaling back from his paper route. Look, Sam, I found a lucky penny, Dina said. Miss Green gave me 4 more pennies. Then she traded me a nickel for the pennies. That was a lucky penny, Sam said. What are you going to do with your 5 cents? Save it, Dina said. Mom's birthday is next week. I need money to buy a present. I'll give you another nickel to go with that one. Sam pulled a nickel out of his pocket. Now, how much money do you have? 5 cents plus 5 cents equals 10 cents, said Dina. That's the same as a dime. Thank you, Sam. Which would you rather have? Asked Sam. 2 nickels or 1 dime? A dime, said Dina. They traded coins. It's funny, she said. A dime is much smaller than a nickel, but it's worth more. Twice as much, said Sam. Dina's big sister, Amy, skated up to Dina. Listen, Amy, Dina said. First, I found a lucky penny. Then I got a nickel. And now I have a dime. I'm going to buy a present for Mom's birthday. Amy smiled. That dime looks lonely, she said. I'd better give you another one. Thanks, Amy, said Dina. Now I have 10 cents plus 10 cents. That equals 20 cents. I'm going to show Dad. Look, Dad, I found a lucky penny, and now I have 2 dimes, Dina said. I'm going to buy a present for Mom's birthday. Dad reached into his pocket. Here's a nickel to go with your 2 dimes. How much money do you have now? 20 cents plus 5 cents equals 25 cents, said Dina. That's the same as a quarter. Well, would you like to trade your 2 dimes and 1 nickel for this quarter? Asked Dad. Yes, thanks, Dad, said Dina. Dina could hardly wait to show her quarter to Grandma and Grandpa. They were coming for supper. Dina set the table. She stacked her books. She changed her clothes. Finally, she heard the doorbell. Grandma, Grandpa, Dina said, I found a lucky penny, and now I have a quarter. Wow, said Grandpa. How did that happen? Like this, Dina said. I found a lucky penny, Miss Green turned it into a nickel, Sam turned it into a dime, Amy turned it into 2 dimes, and Dad turned them into a quarter. What are you going to do with your quarter? Asked Grandpa. I'm saving it to buy a present for Mom's birthday, answered Dina. Then you may need more than 25 cents, said Grandpa. Why don't I give you another quarter? Thanks, Grandpa, Dina said. 25 cents plus 25 cents equals 50 cents. That's half of a dollar. Dina, Grandma said, will you let me try a magic trick with your 2 quarters? A magic trick? With her 2 quarters? Dina wasn't sure, but then she saw the twinkle in Grandma's eyes. Okay, Grandma, said Dina, but please don't lose my 50 cents. Grandma took the 2 quarters. She dropped them down into her big purse. Abracadabra, said Grandma. She waved her hand over the purse. Then Grandma reached down deep inside her purse. Slowly she pulled out her hand. 4 quarters, Dina cried. First, Grandma put 3 quarters in Dina's hand. Now let's see how much money you have, Grandma said. 25 cents plus 25 cents plus 25 cents equals 75 cents, said Dina. Then Grandma put the last quarter in Dina's hand. 75 cents plus 25 cents equals 100 cents, said Dina. And 100 cents equals $1. She gave her grandma a big hug. Would you like to trade your 4 quarters for a $1 bill? Asked Grandma. Yes, please, said Dina. Now, do I have enough money to buy Mom a present? Yes, you do, said Grandma. Tomorrow I'll take you to the dollar store. They have lots of things for $1. By now, dinner was ready. Dad peeked around the kitchen door. I think I hear Mom coming, he said. Sure enough, Mom walked in. Mom, guess what? Dina said. I found a lucky penny today. Lucky you, said Mom. What are you going to do with it? Dina couldn't help smiling. It's a secret, she said. That night, Dina thought about her lucky penny and how it grew from a penny to $1. from 1 cent to 100 cents. It was just like Miss Green's rhyme. Find a penny, pick it up, all the day you'll have good luck. Today had been a very lucky day, and tomorrow would be even better. Tomorrow she would buy her mom a birthday present. Our first activity after reading our story is trading coins. So throughout the whole story, Dina trades different coins for the same value, and that's what we're going to do today. So our third pause and think question is an activity, and it says, I will give you one way to make each amount below. Write down one more different way to make the same amount. So I went ahead and did an example for you, and then I gave you two to try. So the first one is a nickel, which represents 5 cents. Another way to do 5 cents besides using a nickel is 5 pennies. So we know that each penny is 1 cent. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We have 5 pennies, which equal 5 cents, and we have 1 nickel, which equals 5 cents. So you want to make sure both of those values are equal. So then I want you to do the same thing for this pause and think question for our dime and our quarter. So what's another way to make 10 cents on this side? And what's another way to make 25 cents on this side? On your paper, if you don't want to draw the actual coin, that's fine. If you just want to write down 4 nickels, whatever you are writing, if you want to write that, that's fine. You don't have to draw it. But if you'd like to draw it, that is fine too. Just make sure you're double checking your values before moving on. So go ahead and pause the video here, answer that question, and come back when you're finished. Okay, so now we have 2 money riddles, and this is kind of fun, and it's a little tricky, so make sure you're paying close attention because they might trick you. So we have 2 pause and think questions on our money riddles. The first pause and think question, pause and think number 4, says, I'm a big coin, but I am worth less than a dime. What am I? I'm going to read that one more time for you. I'm a big coin, but I am worth less than a dime. What am I? So pause the video here, put down what you think the answer is, and then press play when you're finished. Our next pause and think question says, 2 of us are worth more than 3 nickels. What coins are we? So this one is a little more difficult than the first one, but think about how much is 3 nickels? What is the value of 3 nickels? So I'm going to read that pause and think question for you one more time. 2 of us are worth more than 3 nickels. What coins are we? So this one is very tricky, but I want to see your answer. So go ahead and pause the video, write down what you think, and press play when you're finished. All right, so we're already down to our reflection time. I know today's lesson was a little shorter than normal, but I wanted to give you a good review before we went into summer. Our I Can objective for the day was I can fluently add and subtract within 100. Since $1 is worth 100 cents, we had to add and subtract within $1 to figure out the values of coins and which coins we could use for other coins. So our last 2 questions in our pause, reflect, and record. It says, use these 2 questions to reflect on today's lesson. Number 6, how comfortable are you with coins? Would you say that you could teach someone about coins? Do you still need a little more help on coins, or are you completely lost? You have no idea. So I want you to really think about that and answer very honestly. So when I see your answers, if I see you're struggling, I can come and help you. I want you to think about that. Could you teach someone about coins? That means you have absolutely no questions about coins and you have it down pat. Or do you still need a little more help? Or are you completely lost? You need me to reteach you. Please let me know and I'll be happy to help. So pause the video here, answer that question, and press play when you're finished. For number 7, it says, draw a picture of what you think Dina bought her mother at the dollar store. So this is not a right or wrong answer. This is just for you to be creative because I know you love to draw. So draw a picture of what you think Dina bought her mother at the dollar store for her birthday present. Go ahead and pause the video here and press play when you're finished. So we've come to the very end of the lesson. I hope you did enjoy today's lesson. If you did, please let me know. I hope you stay healthy, helpful, and calm while we are all dealing with all of this, but y'all have been such hard workers. I'm so proud of each and every one of you at home working so hard. I will remind you that our answers are due Friday, May 8th by 5 p.m. You can either text them to me or put them on Classroom Dojo. Either one works. Remember, if you finish early, you are more than welcome to send them to me early, but they're due no later than Friday, May 8th by 5 p.m. So I can't wait to see y'all again soon. We do have an awards ceremony coming up in the next few weeks, so look out for that. But I can't wait to see your faces again. I'll see you soon. Bye.